There we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Unbound, where nothing is off limits. We dig deep into the stories everyone is buzzing about. I'm Jay Morales, your main host, and today's episode is stacked with news, drama, music, and exclusive updates you won't hear anywhere else. Uh, we got the Trump UK visit. We got the D4VD Discord controversy. Jimmy Kimmel's ABC suspension. Justice Department investigates Austin, Texas. Charlie Kirk Memorial and Funeral information for tomorrow. Bad Bunny's Uno Mas concert tomorrow. The Bills and Miami Dolphins game yesterday's recap. And then we'll bring you co-host Lordz and Revelations back. What's going on, guys?
What's up?
I'm currently throwing 16 chicken nuggets against the wall.
And that's how you do it. All right, guys. By the end, we'll break down the cultural, political, and sports impacts of the week and leave you with discussions points that you can't ignore. So buckle up. This episode is a ride from helicopters over Hollywood to touchdowns on the Highmark Stadium and the biggest music moments in Puerto Rico. All right. Right now, we're bringing you a tragic death of Brett James. Today, we need to take a long pause and reflect on one of the most heartbreaking stories to hit the music world this week. The sudden and tragic death of Brett James, Grammy-winning songwriter, best known to this mainstream for co-writing "Jesus Take the Wheel." If you know who that is, give me one moment.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Yeah, that's the guy who wrote that song. He wrote it with Hillary Lindsey and Gordy Sampson. He was just 57 years old, and his life ended Thursday in a plane crash in Franklin, North Carolina. He wrote that song for Carrie Underwood. All right. What we know so far of the crash is that the aircraft was a Cirrus SR-22T, a small private plane that Brett himself owned and registered under his legal name, Brett James Cornelius. It took off from John C. Toon Airport in Nashville, a hub for many artists, executives who use small planes for quick travel between shows. Writing sessions and events around 3 p.m. local time. The plane went down near Iola Valley Elementary School in Franklin, North Carolina. Image that a crash just outside a schoolyard. It's tragic, but also miraculous in one sense. No children or staff were hurt. On board, give me one moment. Having a sound issue here. By the way, are we coming in good? Okay, we are. Perfect. Make sure you guys check the stream over there. Let me know how it sounds like. All right. Might as well while I'm at it. On board with Brett were two other people identified as Melody Carroll and Meryl Maxwell Wilson. All three died instantly in the crash. The FFA, sorry, I'm having sound issues here. Testing. Hello? Yeah. All right, there we go. That's better now. Yep, there we go. That's good. and Merrill Maxwell Wilson. The three died instantly in the crash. The FAA and NTSB are now investigating what it costed. What a chemical failure? Was it weather? Pilot error? Right now, we don't know. And those answers could take weeks, maybe months. But what we do know is this. Country music just lost one of its most consistent, soulful, and influential voices behind the curtain. Brett James' journey from medicine to music. Here's a part of Brett's story that always struck us all in the music industry that love music. He wasn't supposed to be a songwriter. He was actually on a medical school path, University of Oklahoma College of Medicine, starting to become a doctor. Imagine that pivot. You're in a medical school, grinding towards a career in medicine, and then something in your heart pulls you another way. For Brett, that something was music. He dropped medicine and moved to Nashville and poured himself into songwriting. At first, it was a glamorous. At first, it wasn't glamorous. He spent years hustling, pitching songs, facing rejection after rejection. But eventually, the doors opened, and when they did, he didn't just slip through. He burst onto the scene with a wave of hits. The catalog for the songs you know by heart, Brett James' catalog is one of those hidden forces in music. You may not know his name, but you definitely know his songs. Over 500 recorded works with combined album sales topping 110 million worldwide. His fingerprints are everywhere in country, pop, and even Christian music. Some of the highlights are Carrie Underwood, like I said, Jesus Take the Wheel, Grammy Award 2006, a song that not only launched Underwood, but became a cultural anthem of faith and surrender. Kenny Chesney's When the Sun Goes Down, summer anthem still blasting at tailgates and beach parties. Jason Aldean, The Truth, a raw, heartbreaking ballad that shows James' ability to capture vulnerability. Chris Young, The Man I Want to Be, a song rooted in personal growth and redemption. Martina McBride, Blessed, a track filled with gratitude and spiritual undertones. And those are just a handful. He also wrote for Tim McGraw, Faith Hill, Kelly Clarkson, Meghan Trainor, Dierks Bentley, Bon Jovi, and Luke Bryan. The man wasn't boxed into one sound or one era. He could write for the honky-tonk crowd, the stadium headliner, in the Sunday Morning Believer. And the power of Jesus Take the Wheel, we can't talk about Brett without revisiting the Jesus Take the Wheel. This wasn't just a song. Oh.
Jesus, take the wheel.
This wasn't just a song, it was a cultural phenomenon. Released in 2005, or in late 2005, sung by then fresh artist Carrie Underwood. It told the story of a young woman in crisis, losing control of her car and her life, and literally handing over to faith. It's won a Grammy for Best Country Song, topped the charts, and embedded itself in American culture. It became a phrase. How many times have you heard someone say, Jesus take the wheel, jokingly, when things are spiraling out of control? That's Brett James' pen at work, turning a point of vulnerability into something universal. But beneath the meme and the casual references, there's real weight. The song speaks to fear, surrender, and finding hope in chaos. And now, in the wake of Brett's death, those lyrics hit differently. What's tragic and beautiful about Brett's story is that he represents the unsung heroes of music. The performers get spotlight, the fame, the magazine covers, but the songwriters, they're architects of emotion. They're the ones that pull stories out of life and shaping them into 3-minute universes we can all live in. Brett wasn't a household name, but his work shaped households, weddings, funerals, road trips, heartbreaks, moments people will never forget. And his songs were playing in the background, and that's a legacy. The Nashville community is reeling. Carrie Underwood posted a tearful tribute, thanking him for not only changing his career, but also her life. Jason Aldean called him a friend and a brother. ASCAP, the National Songwriters Hall of Fame, and countless colleagues have spoken up about his generosity, his his mentorship, and his ability to write songs that mattered. And that's what keeps coming up. Brett James wasn't just talented. He was kind. He gave back. He mentored new writers. He respected the craft. He built people up. In a cutthroat industry, he carried himself with grace. There's a haunting irony here. Brett James wrote one of the greatest modern songs about surrendering control. His own life ended in a moment of complete loss of control in the sky in a plane crash. It makes you sit back and think about the fragility of life. You could be one of most talented, blessed people in your field, and in one ordinary Thursday afternoon, everything changes. For people of faith, this might even feel like a test. How do we process the loss of someone who gave us words of faith and hope through such a sudden tragedy? Do we see it as a senseless and as a part, or as a part of very mystery he wrote about in his songs? Now, questions to chew on here. You guys can answer as well if you would like. Let me turn up my my thing here. What does it say about legacy that a man most people never saw on stage touch millions of lives through his words? What do you guys think of that one?
If it's something like Let Jesus Take the Wheel that has been in numerous TV shows and other things like that, without even ever giving you credit, like I've heard that plenty of times, but I never knew the original person.
Right? All right. Next question.
Pretty sure the
Go
first
ahead.
time
I mean, I would have to agree. Like, if that is what you intended it for, was just for one other person, and then somehow other people heard it and were like, oh, I could do something with this, and then it just spread like wildfire, and you clearly didn't intend for that. You just somehow made it like other people made it more popular because they were like, this sounds pretty cool, and they added on to your legacy. I mean, we've seen it with multiple other band actors, actresses, everything. They make something, somebody thinks it is cool, they redo it or cover something, whatever, and more popular. People go look at the original person, they become fans of them, etc., etc.
I'm pretty sure the first place I heard that growing up was Family Guy.
Yeah, it seems
Couldn't
about
tell you
right.
the episode. Yeah, I couldn't tell you the episode or anything. I just remember it from there.
Well, moving on to the next question. Do we need to value songwriters more? Not just in royalties, but in recognition?
Like,
No, because then that starts like a whole copyright thing. Like,
well, because I think we've already solved that with Taylor Swift suing for the copyright stuff, and songwriters being able to get their royalties, if I'm correct about that, because they were getting screwed out of like mass amounts of royalties, not just her. So I don't know about recognition. Like, exactly what do we mean by recognition?
Meaning, do we recognize him as, like, do we value his songwriting? And do we give him recognition for that?
Because then that starts a whole entire thing. Because then there's a lot of songwriters who put political messages in their songs, and then if you start putting recognition in them, it then, you know what I mean, it just, like, you're no longer being like, oh hey, their music sounds cool, I'm gonna listen to that. At that point it's like, oh hey, I'm gonna follow this band because I like their political agenda that they're pushing, or I like this band because they're wearing a certain designer brand of clothes that I like. You see what I mean?
Yes.
It's no longer about the music, which is what, people want and the artists want. And at that point, sponsors get involved. Like,
Bunch of stuff. All right, let me ask you this other question. How do we reconcile the irony of a man who wrote Jesus Take the Wheel, dying in a moment where control was lost? Keep it moderate.
I mean, okay, how did he die again?
He lost control of his small aircraft and he crashed by a elementary school in North Carolina.
I mean,
And we won't know more about it until a few more months.
so put it to you this way. You can walk out your door right now, get struck by lightning, and die. You could quite literally take a sip of water, choke on it, and die. You can die at any moment in time. There is literally no control over anything.
Yep. Anything can happen.
So
You can even slip coming out of the bathtub and then
there
smack
was
your head and
no
die.
control over that.
Yeah, correct.
So something happened to the plane. Like, either there was just something happened mid-flight, fucked it up, or there wasn't a good enough check when it was
Yeah, before flight.
like, took off, and it that's what caused it. So multiple factors that could have gone in.
Oh yeah. All right, last question. Maybe the biggest. What does it mean to surrender in the face of tragedy? The way Brett's song asked us to. This one's for Dom, right? Because you have heard it. I mean, Lordz.
Jesus, take the wheel.
I don't really know because I don't listen to older music like that. But at the same time, I feel like it all should fall under, like, creative use. We shouldn't be able to copyright lines, a sentence of words.
Okay. Well, moving along, if you guys don't have anything else to say, and then on my questions, whoever is watching this, if you have your own comments and suggestion of these questions, make sure you leave them at the bottom on the comment section, and we'll make sure that every single topic that we talk about today, we come back and check out you guys' comments. All right? Thank you again. Well, moving on to the next topic here. Trump's UK visit the last few days to the UK. From September 16th to the 18th of this year, 2025, President Donald Trump embarked on a historic second state visit to the United Kingdom. Let me turn this down again. There we go. All right. Second state visit to the United Kingdom, marking the first time a foreign leader has been accorded this honor twice by the British monarch. The visit commenced with a ceremonial welcome at Windsor Castle, where Trump was received by King Charles III and Queen Camilla. The grandeur of the event underscored the UK's commitment to maintain a cordial relationship with the United States, despite the complexity surrounding Trump's presidency. Prime Minister Keir Starmer decided to invite Trump, was met with both anticipation and criticism. While some viewed the invitation as an opportunity to strengthen the special relationship between the two nations, the other questioned the timing and the potential diplomatic fallout. However, the visit yielded tangible economic benefits. The UK secured approximately £150 billion in U.S. corporate investments, including significant commitments from Blackstone and Microsoft, focusing on technology, finance, and energy sectors. These investments are seen as a strategic alignment with the United States in the global artificial intelligence arm race, particularly in competitions with China. Public opinion in the UK regarding Trump's visit was polarized. YouGov poll conducted during the visit indicated that 54% of Britons perceived the event negatively, with only 14% viewing it positively. Sorry about that. These figures reflect the deep division within the UK concerning Trump leadership and policies. The visit also highlighted internal challenges within the UK government. Prime Minister Starmer faced scrutiny over the recent dismissal of Ambassador Lord Peter Mandelson due to his ties with Jeffrey Epstein, raising questions about judgment and transparency. Additionally, the resignation of the Deputy Prime Minister Angela Rayner over tax issues further complicated Starmer's position. Despite these challenges, Starmer managed to navigate the visit diplomatically, emphasizing shared interests and downplaying continuous issues. During the visit, Trump and Starmer engaged in discussion in various topics, including foreign policy and immigration. Trump advised Starmer to call out the military to address illegal immigration, a suggestion that was promptly dismissed by the UK officials, emphasizing the importance of maintaining national defense priorities on foreign policy. Trump expressed disappointing with Russian President Vladimir Putin over the ongoing conflict in the Ukraine, signaling a shift in tone from previous administration. However, the visit was not without controversy. Trump's comments on energy policy, particularly his criticism on wind power in defense of North Sea oil, contrasted with Starmer's environmental stance. These differences underscored the challenges in aligning policies between the two leaders. President Trump's state visit to the UK was a multifaceted event, blending ceremonial grandeur with a substantive discussion and underlying tensions. While the economic agreements secured during the visit are significant, the public mixed perception and the political challenges faced by Prime Minister Starmer suggests that the visit's long-term impact on U.S.-UK relations remain uncertain. The events serve as a reminder of the complexities inherent in the international policies, where economic interest, public opinion, and political dynamics intersect. So, out of all that, here's my questions to you guys and to you viewers. What do you think?
Before you say
go
any
ahead.
questions,
Go ahead.
You didn't say Blackstone, did you?
Yes, I said. Did I say Blackstone? I meant to say Black Rock. BlackRock and Microsoft.
As in the investment company?
Wait, from Blackstone and Microsoft. Who the hell wrote Black? Yo, we're gonna blame the Docket team on this.
Blackstone is another investment firm.
Is it?
Yes.
Blackstone or BlackRock? Let's see. What we got? Give me a second.
If I remember
Blackstone
correctly,
investor. Go ahead.
If I remember correctly, Blackstone is a pretty much like sibling company to BlackRock.
Oh.
They primarily deal in like the housing market.
Says here, Blackstone's largest shareholders include its founder and CEO, Stephen Schwarzman, who holds the largest stake partnership units, along with other executives like Jonathan Gray, Michael Che, and Joseph Beretta. Institutional investors such as the Vanguard Group Incorporated and BlackRock Incorporated also hold
Not
significant
Vanguard
common.
either.
It says as also hold significant common stock shares, with Vanguard being a major holder. Go ahead.
Well, those are the three worst companies you could have ever just said.
Oh, we know. That's why the people know. The people know. Trust me.
Oh,
Make sure you leave me your your comments and what you think about the investors.
Here you go. Here you go, UK. We're gonna give you some companies to invest. Literally hands them the fucking devil.
Correct. Here we go. So, real quick, before we get deviated, what do you think the UK government hopes to achieve from this visit? So far, I already heard what you said about the BlackRock Vanguard. Go ahead.
I would say one, to probably strengthen their economy, and two, to probably, you know, that like show that they're still allies. Even amongst the whole like strain with, because if you look at the UK and its current situation, they are not in good shape right now. Everyone is looking at them with like, hey UK, you doing okay? You're not in very good shape. And the UK is constantly like, we're doing fine. Yeah, okay. This is okay. And so I'm 100% sure that they're just trying to reassure the US, their biggest ally, that they're perfectly fine. Let us have, you give us something to boost the economy. We'll, in return, give you something eventually down the road, and this will help, all this economy boosting will, probably get rid of some of the crime in here because people have stuff to do. I don't see it working though, because if you know anything about them, yeah.
Yep. We'll leave it at
Because
that.
if you remember, didn't you say he was worried about their like immigration or something? I think in there is what you said.
Yeah, they were worried about immigration, and Donald Trump put in, like, telling him, oh, you can use your military to enforce immigration.
Yeah, because almost all of their like stabbings and everything like that are from like refugees. Like they have a massive refugee crime crisis, if I'm correct. And they're not doing anything about it because of the guise of like, because there's videos circulating of people in the UK getting arrested for having the British flag flying in their over their house. So what they did was 3 million people marched through London to the Parliament, waving British flags. And even then, 500 of them were arrested. That's how bad it's gotten.
Wow.
Yeah. All because the Prime Minister has basically said, yeah, by the way, those flags offend the refugees, blah, blah, blah. And even one of the things he said, I believe, was, you can't cook bacon because it is against, it offends the people of insert unnamed religion. Yeah, and I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, leave it at that. Be good. Don't want to get canceled. You heard? All right. Moving on to the next question about the same topic. How might Trump's presence affect public opinion in the UK? You know what? You don't even have to answer that if you don't want. We'll just send it to the public and let them answer. The next question is, well, go ahead.
I mean, they're used to, the UK is used to having, state leaders. So, I mean, it probably doesn't even affect them very much. They're probably just used to this crap.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of like we probably have tons of state leaders coming here. Just we don't really even fucking know it because the news is like, hey, state leaders coming here. And we're like, oh, I need to go get groceries.
Yeah, pretty much. Next question. Do you believe this visit will lead to stronger U.S. United States and United Kingdom relations for further division? Or further division?
Let's all be fucking honest. The British aren't gonna be like, oh, fuck off, U.S. We've literally been their best ally since what? Fucking before World War One. We bankroll most of fucking NATO. The minute we tell all of them to fuck off, they have to, like, it's literally at that point up to Germany to bankroll fucking NATO. Because they are the fucking bank of fucking the European Union. And since, and ever since Brexit, Britain it no longer is part of the European Union, so they are fucking just, they would have to fund themselves. So they are strictly relying on, in peacetime, them funding themselves for their military. And only, in wartime would they get funding from NATO. So they would have to, that's literally why they're allies with us, other than tradition. I mean, I could be wrong. That is what I've gathered from just normal, everyday, like, observation. But yes, that is pretty much what it is. I don't know of any other political affiliations, behind the scene crooked dealings. That is just surface level, observation.
Right. Right.
Yep.
All right, moving on to the next. It looks like the docket team repeated themselves here.
No, figures. AI docket.
Figures. We need a new docket team. If anybody's willing to join our docket team, it's available. This is a free show. Nobody gets paid. There's no ads that we get money from.
Oh, you mean I'm not
Nothing.
getting paid?
We're not getting paid.
Oh, I thought I was getting paid. Oh, damn.
Shout out to whoever's Haley is. shout out to you for getting my co-host back. Thank you. All right. Shout out
Are you
to
gonna
Eddie Weber. What's going on,
you gonna-
bud? Hope you're doing well.
are you gonna
Thank you
pay
for
me,
joining the
Haley?
live. What happened?
Are you gonna pay me, Haley?
Hey, look at Haley Vainit. She's here. What's that mean when we want me to throw some earbuds on? What does that mean? What do you mean? What does that mean? If you want to throw some earbuds on, I say, "What's
Why the
up?" Hope you're doing
Why
well.
the fuck are we throwing earbuds on?
And then some in the comments they said, "Haley Vainit say no revelation. Pay yourself with goodwill." That's nice.
I want fucking money.
No,
Because, no,
just
what
the
a Goodwill ain't
goodwill
gonna
of this
buy me
all.
groceries.
I'm talking about the goodwill with this. What we're doing. Oh my God, goodwill.
That cracks me up. Goodwill don't pay.
Oh my
Goodwill
God.
don't pay for my groceries. They could. You just gotta start a pay it forward chain.
Oh, it says no, Eddie Weber. Join the docket team. Oh, join the docket team. I was asking in response to. Oh, so we'll talk about that after the show, Eddie Weber. Don't worry. We'll get you involved and whatever's happening down in Florida and stuff. Anything that has to do with recent events, you make sure that you reach out and send me it. All right. It could be on you know, on Facebook Messenger will be the easiest. So if you want to join the docket team, you make sure that you reach out. All right. Before I move to my next segment, I wanted to know if you guys have anything you want to cover real quick before we continue on my side. Lordz or Revelation.
Oh.
All right, make sure you share, guys. Share the show. Share it. The more you share, the more views we get. Thank you.
That thing you were supposed to remind me of.
Oh, I don't remember now. You're gonna have to move into that other topic
Oh.
first.
Okay, so remember how we were talking about Charlie Kirk earlier?
Yes. Oh well.
Okay.
Should we move into that without me talking about it? Because I got things to talk about it too on my side.
Well, it's real quick. So the day that he was assassinated, every year they are making that it is now a national holiday for they unanimously passed it to make it a national holiday. Like for a tribute type deal for his thing.
Yeah, I have that here. Let me go to that. Give me a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll go to that, and then we'll backtrack to the other things. I just wanted to save that for the end. Do you have anything else besides the Charlie Kirk? Because I got that for the end, the Charlie Kirk thing. To be frank with you, we've been talking about it right first thing in the show for the last 7 episodes, and I thought we could leave it for to the end. But if you need me to talk about it right now, I can look it up and we can talk about it.
Bring up my phone because I have.
Well, let me read on the Charlie Kirk then, and then we'll jump to what you wanted to talk about. All right? About it.
Yeah.
All right. So the nation honors Charlie Kirk. On September 10th, 2025, as you guys already know, conservative activist Charlie Kirk was tragically assassinated during a speaking event at Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah. Give me 1 second. I need to turn that down when I'm talking. If not, I can't hear myself. All right. The shooting occurred while Kirk was addressing a crowd approximately 3,000 people as part of his American Comeback Tour, a series organized by Turning Point USA, the organization he co-founded. The assailant, Tyler James Robinson, has been arrested and charged with multiple offenses, including aggravated murder. A public memorial service titled Building a Legacy Remembering Charlie Kirk is scheduled for this Sunday, September 21st, 2025, at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The event is expected to draw tens of thousands of attendees, including President Donald Trump, Vice President J.D. Vance, and other prominent figures. President Trump is slated to deliver remarks and has announced plans to oh my God, I killed this freaking word earlier, and I did good. Posthumously award
even I
Kirk
struggle.
the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the nation's highest civilian honor. Go ahead.
Don't worry, even I struggled with it.
The Department of Homeland Security has designated the memorial service as a special event assessment rating. They call it a SEAR, Level 1 event, indicating the highest level of security due to its national significance. While no verified threats have been identified, federal agencies are closely monitoring the potential security concerns. In the wake of Kirk's death, numerous vigils and memorials have been organized nationwide to honor his life and legacy. Kingwood, Texas, a vigil planned for Saturday, September 20th at Town Center Park, featuring speeches and a band-led praise service. Montgomery County, Texas, a separate vigil is scheduled for September 30th at the Montgomery County Fairgrounds, accompanied by a fundraising campaign to erect a statue of Kirk. University of North Carolina, Wilmington, candlelight vigil was held on September 15th, where students painted a tribute to Kirk on campus's Spirit Rock. And also, this is not on here, but also there will be one also this weekend in Jamestown, New York. So make sure to keep your eyes peeled on time and how long the service will be. These events reflect the widespread impact of Kirk's activism and the deep sense of loss felt by his supporters. On September 19th, the U.S. House of Representatives passed a bipartisan resolution honoring Charlie Kirk with a vote of 310 in favor and 58 opposed. The resolution condemns political violence and pays tributes to Kirk's contributions to the discourse. However, the measures has sparked division among Democrats, some of whom criticize Kirk's controversial views on issues like transgender rights, while others caution against opposing a resolution denouncing violence. Charlie Kirk is remembered as a bold yet courteous conservative activist who valued respectful discourse, even in the ideological opponents. Cardinal Timothy Dolan praised him as a modern-day St. Paul, highlighting his missionary zeal and gracious debating style. In his final moments, Kirk was reportedly with Christian apologist Frank Turek, who described the tragic scene and emphasized that Kirk's dedication to his faith and cause remained unwavering until the end. Now the discussions, real quick. Do you have anything before I ask these questions?
Not really.
Well, I thought you said you were looking up something about this.
Oh no, I was looking up the like 2 other articles.
Oh, okay. Well, the discussion I got here, the political polarization. How does the bipartisan resolution honoring Charlie Kirk reflect the current state of political polarization in the United States? What do you got?
Well, I mean, considering it was a unanimous vote to make a, annual fucking holiday for him, that kind of shows quite a bit. Considering the only time that there is ever a unanimous vote where both Republicans and Democrats say yes, we agree upon this, is when there is a huge national emergency or national tragedy. That will happen. Or, do you want to know what the second time is they will agree upon?
What's that?
War.
War.
So, that that is huge for that to happen. Like, and everyone's like, normally was saying, oh, well, they're probably going to be like, the left won't like this, blah, 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 blah. No, obviously that's showing to be not true because they just unanimously voted to be, hey, this needs to be a holiday. That means Democrats, Republicans, potentially anybody in the middle or, whatnot, said yes. We all agree. This was vile, disgusting. He needs to have, everyone needs to sit down and say yes.
All right, moving on to the next question.
Yep, yep.
Legacy and controversy. In what ways can Republicans figure legacies be sorry, let me start that over. In what ways can public figures' legacies be shaped by both their supporters and detractors, especially after their passing?
Honestly, that comes down to just the people that followed them. I mean, you look at let's take somebody for example. You still have, let's take Germans for example. You still have, just based off of a minority amount of people who are going around being neo-Nazis. And just based off of that, you have tons and tons of people saying, boom, all Germans are Nazis. Or another thing, we'll go Arabs. There's a big one. Just based off of certain actions they've done in the past. Apparently they're all, warlords, terrorists,
Yeah.
things they've been called. Stereotypical things just based off of certain actions that people have done. It just really is down to what their followers do after. You could have the most monumental figures in your life, like in your race or nationality, whatever you want to say, based off of what the followers, everything do.
Okay.
Like,
Next.
fuck, people could create a cult dedicated to you and just go around murdering people. And you could be a person who literally devoted his life to, or like going around saving, like, homeless people. And then they do the complete opposite thing. Literally just, up to what your people down the road do.
Those were great answers so far, man. Next question. We got role of memorial. What role do public memorials and vigils play in the healing process of communities affected by political violence? Anything?
Nepal.
Nepal? Yeah, it's a good one. I should look up some things about that. I heard there was an
well-
American out there that was right in the middle of it all. I don't know if you guys saw that. And he recorded the whole
No,
thing
I
from when it
didn't.
started. If I can find his name, I will give you a shout out, sir. I'm glad that you're alive and doing well still.
Americans be everywhere.
Yeah, Americans be flying the world, man.
Except for North Korea.
All right, final question here. Media coverage. How does media coverage influence public perception of events like Charlie Kirk's assassination and the subsequent memorials?
Very skewed.
All right, all right.
You could have a 5-second fucking video that's taken, almost a minute and a half into something, and people will be like, fuck that guy, he's horrible. When in reality, that dude just got his ass beaten, and fucking the dude who just beat that guy's ass is somehow seen as the good guy. So, media has completely just turns everything into a shit show.
Yep.
Like, that's why you see one article and then you just gotta go find like 17 others and just do your own fucking research on those and line them all up until like they match, and it's like, oh, okay, so this is what actually happened. Like, it's like you're better off just fucking buying a goddamn ticket to the thing that actually happened and watching it unfold. But hey, you can't be in every single exact location.
Correct.
So
I'm trying to go back up where I was. And go ahead of the topic that you had, sir.
what topic?
You said you needed your phone for some topic.
Oh, okay. Yep. There's actually two.
Go ahead.
One that I can just bop right off.
Make sure you
real
get
fast,
close to the
one that I
mic
gotta click
and
into.
so it sounds clear.
Okay, so the first one, this one was actually quite interesting. We all know what Petco is.
Yes.
They are closing 500 of their stores nationwide.
Wow.
So, yeah, that is, they didn't list, they're listing, have, locations. I can't get into, it's one of those articles where you gotta fucking subscribe to see the rest, so I can't see those locations. But, they didn't list, fucking why they're closing them. Assuming it's obviously due to financial trouble. But, the next article, this one's, interesting.
Everything is closing, man. I feel like nothing is lasting at all.
Okay. Here's the next one I want. The next one, this is America's 5 best fast food cheeseburgers, that have been ranked from iconic classics to newcomers. Okay, so, where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is it? Oh. Do I get it? Huh?
Take your
Hey,
time. Take your time. Don't you worry. According to resources here, though, real quick, while you fix that up, because I also looked it up here, it says about Petco is closing about 25 underperforming U.S. stores in 2025, the same amount of number of stores that closed in 2024. Go ahead.
Okay, so the first one is what the fuck? You see okay. First one is Culver's Butterburger. Then we have Shake Shack's Shack Burger. Coming in at number 3.
For
We have
closings?
just no for the best cheeseburger ranked from ranked from the iconics to newcomers. Just and in the third spot we have just your basic bitch cheeseburger from Five Guys. Number 4 is the R Burger from Wahlburgers. And in the 5th and final spot is the good old classic McDonald's Quarter Pounder with cheese.
Now that's a classic. Give me a
Oh
second.
yeah.
I'd rather have the Five Guys cheeseburger over a Quarter Pounder.
I'd rather eat my own ass.
Oh my god.
We can arrange that. You want to live stream it?
I hate fucking Five Guys with an absolute passion. I don't even
Still tastes
understand.
better than a Quarter Pounder.
I don't even understand how a basic bitch cheeseburger can be your top fucking thing. Look at me. Cheeseburger top seller. Fuck off. Okay. So that's gonna be your top seller. We all know people just put toppings and everything on the bitch anyways. Nobody goes and just goes, yeah, I just want a regular ass cheeseburger.
You want to know why Five Guys is really like higher on that list than McDonald's though? Because they put the fries in the damn bag.
I don't want fries in my damn bag. I want it in a fucking convenient carrying thing.
I bet. Listen.
That's what the bag.
Holy crap, what was that? Whoa. We had a malfunction. My bad. Go ahead. My bad on that. My bad.
Like, let's all be honest here. McDonald's the reason why McDonald's is the damn gold standard is because they have that shit on lock and figured out.
Nah, they expensive.
Oh, expensive? And we're sitting here defending Five Guys.
Five Guys is about the same price now. Do you not know that?
Bro, when I went in and got fucking, and this was like 2019 before COVID, I went in, got the basic bitch fucking cheeseburger with a large soda and fucking a thing of fries.
You gotta be kidding me. I don't have all
It
day
came
here.
out to like $35. If I had gotten the same thing back then at fucking McDonald's, it only would have been like not even fucking $15.
Burger
because I
King.
could have gotten that as a combo meal.
Burger King.
Nah, ain't nobody going to Burger King.
Burger King.
I think my Five Guys app needs an update.
Oh, I should have left it
God.
going. BK, have it your way.
Don't even get me started on that Impossible Whopper.
You love it.
Bro, like, who wants fucking weird, crushed up vegetable stuff held together by sawdust?
Whoa. We don't do discriminating here. I don't know why that button is even created. Well,
Yeah.
I blame the docket team. Whoa.
You are the docket team.
No, I'm not.
Call 'em out.
I'm not the docket team. There's another person here with me. You should know that.
Oh. Is his name Chatified Jippity?
Nah. His name is Grok. He's screwing up.
Oh. Yeah, Grocketheth.
I didn't know he would
Rocky,
turn
my
racist
boy.
like that. I'm so sorry. That's not even a joke. They should have done a better job at that. Freaking Grok. Only Grok, everybody. Well, now
Fucking
after
Grok.
that pile of crap that I just did, and I'm sorry about that. I'm going to have to figure out how to edit that out. Well, moving
Yeah,
on to the
don't you-
sad story
Don't you have,
of the
don't you have
Celeste
your,
Rivas case.
podcast on 18 plus?
Huh?
Don't you have your podcast?
This
on
podcast
18 plus?
is 18 plus only. This is not certified for children. I made sure of that. There's only 18
Yeah.
plus.
Yeah, your
Go ahead.
your 18 plus recreational, podcast.
Recreational. Nothing but the facts.
Your
The
recreational
Celeste,
medicinally prescribed podcast.
the Celeste Rivas case unraveling in the tragedy. On September 18, 2025, the Los Angeles Police Department executed a search warrant at the residence associated with singer D4VD David Anthony Burke as part of the ongoing investigation into the death of 15-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez. The search yielded multiple items, including electronics and computers, which are now being analyzed as part of the investigation. Celeste's body was discovered on September 8, 2025 in the trunk of a Tesla registered to D4VD. The vehicle had been impounded after being reported to a foul odor emanating from it. The cause of manner of Celeste's death remains under investigation, with the LAPD Robbery Homicide Division leading the case. The case garnered significant media attention, with outlets such as the Economic Times and The Guardian reporting on the resurfacing of Discord messages between D4VD and Celeste from 2022. The communications have raised questions about nature of relationship and the circumstances leading to Celeste's tragic death. Additionally, a family member of Celeste has spoken out amid the online debate surrounding the case. The relatives expressed concerns over the public rush to judgment, emphasized the family need for privacy during this difficult time. D4VD has not been formally charged with any crime, is reportedly cooperating with investigators. However, the ongoing investigation has had a significant impact on his career. Remaining dates of the U.S. tour have been canceled, including shows in San Francisco and Los Angeles. Additionally, the release of his upcoming deluxe album, Merciless, has been suspended due to the ongoing investigation. Moving to the discussion questions. Anybody has anything to say about this? Is this their first time hearing it, or what you think so far?
I've honestly never listened to the dude.
I don't know who he is. I don't know who he is.
I don't think I've heard of him either, but that's so let me get this straight. This happened 2 years ago.
2 years ago, she was 13 years old when she disappeared.
And they just found the body now.
Now, correct.
And so he's been going around this whole entire time a free man.
A free man, and he's still a free man, correct.
But because they found, and that was his vehicle, the Tesla.
Yes.
Yes.
It was registered in his name.
Correct.
And they know that she was talking to him for how long on Discord?
It wasn't just Discord. They found each other through social media, and I think there was a video going around earlier of a teacher claiming that both of them were in the same class in high school. He taught them both. They found each other on social media.
Nah, this dude's cooked.
Facts.
He
did it. And he's not going to admit it. Just like many other, things that have popped up like this, or when they go as far as lying, and then he did it. But at the same time, we got to give him the benefit of the doubt. That's why we have the law.
He's going to plead not guilty, and then he's going to get absolutely roasted in court. And if
he's going to be put on a stake, is what he's going to do.
And if he gets anything less than 25 to life, they're going to riot. Because he's what? He's above 18?
He's 22.
Oh, yeah, 25 to life.
Let me see. Let me make sure you're 22, right? 22? I have it right up here. Give me a minute. Nothing but the best. The Docket Team. D4VD. 20 years old. 20. Born March 28th of 2005.
Jeez.
Actually, he's not 20, right? If he was born in 2005 and we're 2025,
He is
isn't
20.
he 20? Oh, yeah, 2020. Ooh,
2020.
2020.
I remember when the pandemic started.
It just looks like every young singer now is a killer. Anyway, we're just going to leave it at that. I don't want to go into that. Where was I, though? My questions. Correct. Okay, here we go. Ethical boundaries online communities. Given the age of Celeste and the nature of their interactions, what ethical considerations should be in place for artists and influencers engaging with fans online?
Go talk to a biter.
Don't talk to a minor.
How many times have we been over this with a YouTuber?
Correct.
Don't let an older person play Minecraft with a minor.
Correct. Or any game at that. Look at what happens with people on Roblox. They're taking advantage of children.
God, that's even worse.
By the way, who don't know, parent out there who don't know yet, and your child plays Roblox, there's help me here, Lordz. There's sub channels that they can go in, and they can do sexual things. Am I correct? Do we have information on that?
There will soon be a dating service now.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, there will soon be a dating service. An official Roblox dating service.
I've never played Roblox.
Me
Don't
either.
care for it. We'll never play Roblox.
We boycott Roblox around here. Here we go. Well, let me see. Make sure that we're saying the right things here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Roblox is planning to introduce a dating feature aimed at adult users, especially those aged 21 and older, who are ID verified. The initiative is part of Roblox's broader strategy to expand its platform to include more mature social experiences. CEO David Basuki has expressed that the virtual dating could help users overcome the initial awkwardness of real life dates, potentially leading to genuine offline relationship. To ensure safety and compliance, Roblox is implementing a strict age verification process. Users will need to verify their identity through government issued IDs or facial recognition technology. Additionally, that platform is introducing a trusted connection system, allowing users aged 13 and above to engage in unfiltered chats only with the individuals they know in real life, verified via QR codes or other contact importers. The development indicates that Roblox's commitment to creating a safer and more inclusive environment for adult users while maintaining its focus on child safety. However, the full implementation of the dating feature is still in progress, and further details will be provided as they become available. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep up with this topic as much as we can and see where it unfolds.
So, let me get this straight. In order to talk to people, they can only be people you know in real life.
Correct.
But the whole point of it is... But the whole point of Roblox is to have interactions online with people potentially far away. So, I don't think he thought that statement through.
You truthfully leave that for like Match.com, eHarmony, all those dating sites. Your kid's game. Market for kids. If they have an ID, block them. You
know they're just gonna 100% scan their face and it's just gonna completely work because, if they're like 13, 14, 15, it's gonna be like, oh, well, you're a fucking adult.
And
They're gonna-
never forget, by the way, I'm sorry for interrupting you. Never forget that Roblox recently banned YouTuber Schlep, known for conducting a sting operation to expose alleged child predators on the platform. The company issued a cease and desist letter accusing Schlep of violating its terms of services by staging inappropriate interactions and interfering with official safety protocols. Roblox emphasized that such actions could harm users and undetermined established safety measures. The ban has sparked significant controversy, with critics arguing that Schlep efforts were instrumental in identifying and reporting predators. Some believe that Roblox action may be aimed at protecting its public image rather than prioritizing user safety. In response to the backlash, U.S. Congressman Ro Khanna initiated a petition arguing Roblox to enhance its child safety measures and consider its stance on user-led safety initiatives. The petition has garnered a significant support, reflecting widespread concern over the platform handling of child safety issues. This incident highlights the ongoing debate between platforms' moderation and user-led safety efforts, raising questions about the most effective ways to protect children in online environments. So it's fishy as hell for them to come now with the oh yeah, we're gonna let these children age 13 and above with to engage in unfiltered chats only with individuals they know in real life. Bullshit. They're just doing this so then they can get away with it. They can get away
harm users, man. The only thing it was fucking harming was goddamn kitty diddlers.
Yep, because they have no other way to reach children besides going into games. But anyway, real quick, going back to my questions about Celeste. We talked about the Discord, right? I already asked you guys that question. That's how we got into this Roblox thing. Public perception versus legal process. How should the public navigate the balance between media, speculation, and legal principle of innocent until proven guilty?
That is an interesting one, to be honest. Because on one hand, you have people that are the crazy ones that are like, oh, well, the law only works for one side, yada, 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 and then you have side which is like, oh, well, you gotta follow the law, and blah, 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 and so, it's, who's gonna do, like, which side is gonna voice their opinion for what, and which more influential people are going to go for, like, under which side.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna really dictate how fast or how slow this is gonna be. Like, if it goes for the, oh, hey, the law, you people are crazy, you shouldn't be, you're overstepping the boundaries, blah, blah, blah. It could take fucking years for this to get done. Evidence will be suppressed, court dates will continuously get pushed back, they'll try to throw evidence out, but if it's the other side, it could fucking just get done very fast. And, they could just they might even try to push for the death sentence on him.
Yeah, everything has been like that. The topic is death penalty so far this month, and I think everybody's gonna get the death penalty now to set the point. You know what I'm saying? Moving on to the next question. Industry responsibility. What responsibilities do record labels and brand have in vetting their association with artists, especially when serious allegations arise?
Depends on how invested they are in the artist. If it's literally somebody they just signed, then I would say they really didn't know that person that well, to be honest. But let's say that person has released 1, 2, 3 albums. So I'll be honest, you've known that person a while.
Yep.
You know what they're like. They've been in the music industry. They do or say something fucking dumb and there's pretty big, charges, controversy.
Yep.
Cut ties. Cut ties fast.
Get out of there. All right. One last question about the topic. Support for victims and families. In cases like this, what support systems should be in place for families of victims, both emotionally and financially? Nothing? If nothing, make sure that you guys leave me a comments of these questions that I've asked so far. I want to hear you guys' opinion, and we'll go through it on the next show. Let's see here.
I can't think of anything for that one.
See here. All right. Moving back into the controversial things that happened yesterday or 2 days ago at that, right? I think 4 or 5 days ago, maybe. Jimmy Kimmel suspended after Charlie Kirk comment. On September 15, 2025, Jimmy Kimmel made a remark during the Jimmy Kimmel Live monologue regarding the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Kimmel criticized the MAGA movement for trying to politicize the tragic event and mocked former President Donald Trump's reaction, comparing it to how a child mourns a pet. These comments ignited immediate backlash from conservatives, audiences, and politicians alike, sparking a nationwide debate about free speech, satire, and media responsibility. The controversy escalated quickly. Brendan Carr, chairman of the FCC, publicly criticized Kimmel's comments, suggesting that ABC could face consequences for airing content not in the public interest. Shortly after, ABC affiliated stations owned by Nexstar Media Group and Sinclair Broadcast Group announced they would pull Jimmy Kimmel Live indefinitely. Sinclair demanded a formal apology to Kirk's family and donation to a Turning Point USA before allowing Kimmel back on air. On September 17th, ABC officially suspended the show, citing the controversial remarks as the reason. The network emphasized it must ensure content meets both public interest and ethical standards. Kimmel's response so far in the days following the suspension, Kimmel reportedly confided to former co-host Adam Carolla that felt strangely watched and claimed he was being followed by a helicopter. While the veracity of this claim hasn't been independently verified, it adds to the sense of tension surrounding the situation and underscores the intense scrutiny of Kimmel is facing. Sorry, 1 second. All right, there we go. That's better. The public sentiment remains polarized. Supporters argue this suspension infringes on free speech and the right of late-night hosts to comment on political events, while critics maintain that Kimmel's comments were inappropriate and disrespectful. Protests have taken place in multiple cities, with demonstrators divided between defending Kimmel's rights to free expression and condemning his remarks. The suspension highlights significant questions about free speech and corporate responsibility and government oversight. Here we go. Free speech versus corporate responsibility. Should networks face pressure to censor hosts over controversial commentary? What do you think?
Listen, all I'm gonna say about that is that wasn't the sole reason why he got taken off. He had declining ratings for that show for years. Not only that, he had multiple warnings from the network for shit that he had done before. And they had told him, and he had a bad record, for outside the TV, like outside the studio actions. And they were like, listen, you're doing shit that, people know via Twitter, is bad. And we are physically having to warn you, because we're hearing shit backstage. The ratings of your show are declining just because of the shit you're saying. And, on that was probably the fucking straw that broke the camel's back. And they're like, no. The indefinite suspension was the result of them. They had to take him off the first time because of the FCC. The FCC was literally like, listen, either you take him off or we are going to force you to take him off. So fine, we'll take him off for the time being. See what we can do about it. And then that's when they were like, you know what? He's fucked around too much. And he's costing us. And that's when they put him on indefinite. And I'm pretty much willing to bet that they're going to find a new host.
Well, let me move to the next questions and then I'll show you this. Make sure that you can try to watch this video when I screen share on Discord if you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. Government oversight. Does FCC involvement in evaluation the public interest of content risk infringing on First Amendment protection? What do you think? Does the FCC involvement in evaluation the public interest of content risk infringing on First Amendment protection? Sorry, I just wanted to reread it.
Well, no, because that's what the FCC is there for. They're strictly there for making sure that nobody fucks with nobody, with communications and everything, fucks with the general terms of the First Amendment. Because, everyone says, everyone reads the First Amendment as, freedom of speech and whatnot. Well, there's only so much. You can't, you can go around saying, oh, hey, we all know what you can go around saying. But freedom of speech does not go around letting you say, oh, hey, I hope this person dies, or I'm going to kill you. That's not covered. Cop hears you say that, you can't claim freedom of speech. No, they're still gonna fucking arrest you for that. You'd say, "Oh, I said this and I claim freedom of speech in court." Judge is gonna laugh your ass off. Laugh his ass off. It's not how that works. Kind of like, well, I'll give you a real life example. Second Amendment. One of the things is self-defense that is in in the clause in there. Everyone thinks that you can, if somebody fucking shoots at you, just empty a whole entire mag into them. If they die, good, yeah. As long as it's in your house. No, 100% not how that works. Somebody shoots a bullet at you, you're only entitled to equal force, which means one bullet. That's why, let's say somebody shoots you with a shotgun. 12 little pellets, you have a pistol. You now have 12 bullets to shoot at them. Potentially. There's a big loophole there. Lawyers will look at that and will try and fuck with you. But that is a big potential 12 bullets. So you see how that works?
Yep.
There is a bunch of things that just because it says this, there's certain things you can and cannot do. So that's why there's organizations to make sure. Like, I mean, do I like them? No, but unfortunately we have to have them.
Facts.
Otherwise,
All the
we'd
way
be running
up
around
until
with
it starts becoming government overreach.
Yeah, sadly.
Which is almost there. But that's another topic.
That's when, there's certain other things we can do. Anyways,
I have screen shared my screen. I don't know if you can watch it with me, if possible. And I'm going to try and see if I can get the audio out as well. So one moment. I'm going to have to press this. And then I got to press my screen before I press play. Right. This is yesterday's post from former anchor Don Lemon, referring to the statement that Jimmy Kimmel said. He was trying to say, okay, so, well, I'll let you watch it and then we'll go in there. But what he's trying to say is, so what Tony Hinchcliffe said during a MAGA rally, and he didn't get canceled or fired or anything from his own show that he's at, you know what I mean? But what's his name gets fired, Jimmy Kimmel's, for a remark about Charlie Kirk. But again, I don't have a side. I'm just trying to show you a video. Here we go. Starting 1, 2, 3.
Things conservative and MAGA say and not get canceled. There's literally a floating pile of garbage in the middle of the ocean. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Tony Hinchcliffe, 2024, MAGA election rally.
So what you guys think?
I was watching, but didn't hear anything.
Oh, you didn't hear anything? No bueno. No bueno.
Play it again. I had my Discord videos muted.
Okay.
That was my no bueno, no good.
Things conservative and MAGA say and not get canceled. There's literally a floating pile of garbage in the middle of the ocean. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Tony Hinchcliffe, 2024 MAGA election rally.
Did you hear it now?
Yeah.
What's your opinion?
I feel like he had me in the first half, lost me in the second. There is a literal floating garbage patch island thing.
Yeah, floating in the middle of the ocean. But Tony
I'm
Hinchcliffe
pretty sure
did
he needs to
refer
go
it
back
to
to fifth
Puerto
grade
Rico.
and study geography.
No, yeah. But Tony Hinchcliffe live at the MAGA rally did emphasize it was Puerto Rico. Instead of saying, it was near Puerto Rico or something.
It's just racism at that point.
Nah, more than likely, but let me read you a good point here real quick because I don't want to sound unbiased or whatever. Give me a second. I have it right here ready to go. 1 second.
Was it taken out of context or?
Maybe. Here. So this is what I got right on it. This gentleman on my post that I made about this earlier today, right? I don't have a problem with it, what he said or anything. But I commented and said, fair point, but let's be honest, Tony said it to a roaring crowd, not in a hallway. The roar isn't an agreement, it's permission. So it's it a celebration or just noise? What do you think? It's a touchy question, isn't it?
I feel like he was just trying to make noise, make a name for himself. That type of stuff.
Pretty much. That's what I think. It was a way to shake up the crowd and shake the world, practically.
Yep.
But him using that derogatory way to explain that Puerto Rico is an island of garbage instead of saying that there was an island of garbage in the middle of the ocean out there, right?
Okay.
Are we comparing that to how Jimmy Kimmel explained about, not explained, but said about Charlie Kirk in the show?
I
mean, really, you shouldn't be comparing anything, like...
No, but it's not me that I'm trying to compare. I'm just saying there's people out there like Don Lemon try to compare to what Tony Hinchcliffe had said about Jimmy Kimmel talking about Charlie Kirk. It's not in the same bracket, correct? Is this the agreement here?
So Don Lemon said that about Puerto Rico?
No, Don Lemon was trying to refer to what Tony Hinchcliffe said to what Jimmy Kimmel had said. So if Jimmy Kimmel had said about the shit about Charlie Kirk, how doesn't it Tony Hinchcliffe get canceled, but Jimmy Kimmel does? Does that make sense?
feel like that just boils down to the atmosphere of when it was said.
Yeah, because when was that one said?
I'm sorry, Grant, you broke up. What? Revelations?
When was that one said?
The Tony Hinchcliffe thing was said at a 2024 MAGA rally.
Yeah, that would explain why that one wasn't said, because because the whole thing with you're not saying it after a fucking somebody just got assassinated. Like,
yeah.
Are you really going to be like, oh, insert random thing after Martin Luther King assassination? Your ass is gonna get fucking canned. Like, let's all be real here. So you see what I
Correct.
mean?
Yep.
Like, you can say, oh, well, this thing about North Dakota or this thing about Pennsylvania. I mean, okay. Plenty of times I've said, oh, well, Pennsylvania has some dog shit ass places in it. Yeah, okay, it's true. Pennsylvania does have some dog shit ass places in it. How do I know? Well, I've been there.
You
Kind of
hear
like
that,
I'm sure
Pennsylvanians?
I'm sure you know Puerto Rico probably has some horrible places in there.
Correct. But every place in the world, yeah, there's always a
Like,
spot that's horrendous.
like, it just is the context and the time of which you say it.
Correct.
And he fucking picked the wrong time.
Indeed.
And he knew he fucking had a track record. Like, they were looking at him with a microscope and a fucking gun. And he chose to literally just pull the trigger for them.
Exactly. I have one more question from that topic. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find something here from what we move on next to. There it is. All right. So my next question is, industry impact. How will this affect late night hosts' ability to political issue freely in the future?
If they continue on that same way, it will, but they probably shouldn't if they pay attention to the older fucking ones. Let's take a look at you had Letterman, you had Craig Ferguson, you have Drew Carey, all of those ones. Yeah, they
You gotta
made
be careful when you
jokes.
use Letterman, because Letterman was a very outspoken
I
person
know.
as well.
But until he fucking got off of talk shows, that's when he started
he
out
didn't.
speaking.
See, that's what a lot of people are saying. Oh, why is he saying anything when he just got under a rock? But in reality, he's been doing shows on YouTube, interviewing
but
famous people and stuff like that.
When he was on talk shows, he didn't do wild, crazy, political, like, speaking out against them. They made political jokes, but not hardcore political jokes. It was like, haha, funny, certain political person, did this today, blah, blah, blah. Went on to their, topics they were going to do. That is literally all they did. They didn't make it a whole ass segment like Kimmel and all of them. Like, that's why those people really slowly drained in viewers, because people were like, dude, please just shut up. I want to see the celebrities and bands come on that were advertised in the commercials. I don't give a shit about this anymore. Like, I don't want to come home from my job that I've been working at and fucking been talking to people that I fucking hate, just to hear the shit that they have, you talk about, regurgitated from them that I've been hearing about, and you're doing it in a way that fucking annoys me every single day. Like, that is literally why people started just getting annoyed with that same repetitive system from the 4 different talk show hosts.
Yeah.
And they pretty much all followed the same pattern. Like, there was no different thing. Like, nobody had a unique, different thing about them. Like, one would occasionally sprinkle some dark humor. One might keep up with trends. Other than that, it was, segment of political bullshit, celebrity, band, and then some network specific thing they were told to do. And that ended the show. So here's the hoping that all the ones that they choose from now on will change, so people actually start watching them more.
Yep. Well, to an ending note on this topic, industry peers have voiced support for Kimmel. Stephen Colbert condemned the suspension as blatant censorship, emphasizing the importance of protecting creative and political expression. Jimmy Fallon expressed hope for Kimmel's return, highlighting his colleague as a decent, funny, and a loving guy.
Of course, it would be fucking Jimmy Fallon.
This segment naturally bridges into broader discussion about media accountability, public opinion, and free speech. And in modern political climate, setting up your next segment. And your next segment is the Department of Justice investigates Austin, Texas for racially discriminatory employment practices. Here's how the investigation unfolds. On September 18th, 2025, the U.S. Department of Justice, the DOJ, initiated a civil rights investigation into the city of Austin, Texas, to determine whether employment practices violate the Title, I think this is 6 of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Specifically, the DOJ is examining whether the city's diversity, equity, and inclusion of DEI policies lead to discrimination based on race, sex, color, or national origin. The investigation centers on the guidance provided by Austin Officers of Equity and Inclusion, which advocates for racial equity expectations in hiring, executive level recruitment, and the use of racial equity tools in decision making. The DOJ investigation focuses on several aspects of the Austin DI initiatives. Racially equity expectation in hiring. The city's guidance recommends delineating clear racial equity expectations regarding hiring to minimize bias in corporate equity throughout all phases of hiring processes. Executive level recruitment, applying stronger racial equity criteria to the design and executions of executive level research as part of an overall review of hiring and human resources practices. Demographic data analysis, collecting and analyzing demographic data in major job classifications to identify gaps in representation and development strategies to eliminate these gaps. Racial equity tools, using tools designed to integrate explicit consideration of racial equity in decisions, including policies, practices, programs, and budgets. The city responds to the DOJ notice. Austin Mayor Kirk Watson expressed confidence in the city's compliance with the law. He emphasized that Austin employment practices ensures qualified community-focused workforce that contributes positively to the city. The city maintains that its DEI initiatives are lawfully and aim to create more inclusive and an equitable environment for all residents. The investigation is part of a broader initiative by the DOJ under the Trump administration to scrutinize the DEI policies across various public institutions. Similar investigations have been launched in cities like Chicago and the state of Minnesota and the University of California system. Assistant Attorney General Hamit K. Dillon has stated that the race-based hiring practices are illegal and contrary to the American values, underscoring that the administration commitment to enforcing the Title 4 of the Civil, I think this is 6 or 7 of the Civil Rights Act. The DOJ investigation has sparked a nationwide debate over the role of DEI policies and public institutions. Supporters argue that such initiatives are essentially for addressing historical inequalities and promoting diversity in the workplace. Critics contend that these policies may inadvertently lead to reverse discrimination and undermine merit-based hiring practices. The outcome of this investigation could set a significant precedent for the DEI policies are implemented and evaluated in the future. So here's my disgusting question about this. How can public institutions balance the goal of promoting diversity, ensuring merit-based hiring practices? You guys got something for that? If not, we'll send it to the audience.
I mean, why not just basically, I guess, look at their resume? I don't fucking know.
For you in the comment section, make sure to leave us your review on these questions. Go ahead.
You can lie on a resume. Let's be real.
Oh yeah. What is that company that people quit a long time ago? A company that closed a long time ago, and people still use it like if they were managers there.
Like, I mean, they're on one hand they're fucking upset about not hiring enough minorities in the workplace, but on the other hand, they want them to be qualified for the job. Like, you can't have your cake and fucking eat it too.
Correct.
Like, pick one. Like, I'm all for having minorities in the workplace. But on the other hand, I want people to be fucking qualified in my goddamn company that I'm running.
Correct.
Like,
especially if they're driving truck.
I don't even care. I don't even give a shit if it's that. Like, if I'm running a fucking, like if I'm running a goddamn, like, security company, I don't want some dude who fucking, like, I don't even give a shit if it's a woman. I don't want some person who has never held a fucking gun in their life, you know, so that when we send them out on a job, you know, and a fucking tense situation happens, they just freeze up. And it's like, oh, well, thanks. Now the fucking client is dead. Like, you fuck off. Now you're dead too. Now I gotta send out insurance money to the family. Like,
I mean, they already got paid. Any company does that. As soon as you start working for them, they get an insurance policy on you. And then when you die, they get a cut of that.
But you also have to send the insurance money. But you would have to send the payment out to the family because you fucking person you sent out. You know, if you're a security company, they fucking died because they're fucking stupid because they just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, you fucking thanks because you told me that you knew what you were doing, but no, you fucking didn't. And now you're dead. The client's dead. Your partner's dead because you didn't know what you were doing. And it's like, you know, I want experienced people, but I also want to, you know, have a quota that the government tells me I need in this state. But how am I supposed to run my company effectively if I don't have experienced people? It's like, thanks, fuckers. So, they need to make up their mind.
Yep. I have 3 more questions, but I don't know if we have the answers for these. These are very tough ones. I'm going to read all 3 of them, and then you tell me which one you think you have an answer for. To what extent can DEI initiatives be implemented without violating anti-discrimination laws, such as the title, I don't know if it's 6 or 7, of the Civil Rights Act? How might investigators like this affect public trust in government institutions and their commitment to diversity and inclusion? What changes, if any, should be made to DEI policies in public institutions to ensure that they are both effective and legally compliant? If you want, we can just leave that to the audience and let me know what you guys think, and we go through it next episode. I think we're coming to the end here. I'm gonna do a quick. Yep, we're coming towards the end here. We're gonna do a quick shout out.
I think some feedback would be good. Yeah.
What? Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
some
some
feedback from that.
Yeah.
Because I know other people are more knowledgeable on those questions than we are, and we don't want to give unbiased answers. Because if we don't know, we won't answer. All right?
Fuck the diversity fucking laws are.
Yeah, the DEI shit just started not long ago after the incident of the gentleman that got in an accident making a U-turn. So,
That's what I was
dumbass
saying.
fucked it up for everybody.
But nah, DEI has been going on for a lot longer than that, and it's been crumbling.
Yeah, it's been crumbling.
Like,
That made it crumble even more.
Like one country that pushes it really hard is Sweden with games.
That sucks.
Well, that's where most of our AAAs, the studios, come from, and all the people.
Oh, that makes sense.
I can tell you one country that doesn't push it at all.
But my opinion on that is if I ever see another dev blog or anything and it's a video and they bring out a cat girl and it's a freshly transitioned male into female, I'm not buying that game. 100% I know there's going to be a lesbian or gay romance that's going to be forced in the story. I'm not buying that.
Looking at you, BioWare.
Go ahead.
We're not rolling a fucking nat 20 to see if we can have fucking, like intimate relations with a fucking cat boy lizard thing that has 47 legs, 1 arm, and 2 eyes, and is a rogue stealth archer. Think I'm shitting you? BioWare would pull some shit like that.
I feel that shit is like people who are high or something. I swear to God.
Again, BioWare. Some of the characters they have created are interesting. Like, in Dragon Age, there is a gay elf who is a ancient god, and he led a rebellion against other ancient gods, and he basically just kept taking on other forms of like elven shapes.
You know what other people will
And-
say about that type of game that you're talking about?
Shut up and
Huh.
take my money.
Did you hear me?
No.
Shut up and take my money.
Did you hear it now?
Yeah, they did for the longest time until Veilguard.
Shut up and take my money.
That's not what they said about Veilguard, trust me. Ask your viewers.
Yeah, they know. They know.
They probably knew as soon as I started talking about it.
Oh, well, moving right along to this quick ad. After how long we've been running this, I forgot to do an ad, huh? We should have done this in the middle of the show. Real quick, everybody. Let me open up my my sharing screen. Yeah. All right.
We'll be back after this ad to another episode of Coast to Coast with Jay Morales.
No, we have at least 2 more fucking things to talk about, but we're gonna ready? You ready for it? You ready for it? Somebody's gonna win a car tonight.
I ain't even gonna. You gotta change. You gotta change the podcast to that. That has to be the new name.
What? Coast to Coast?
Coast to Coast with
No,
Jay Morales.
that's too basic. My title is not out there. Mine is the most unique title. Yo, listen though, real quick before I forget the ad. All right, before we forget the ad. Ladies and gentlemen, I am on a show called Producer Mike Presents The Movement. All right, with me as a co-host, Jay Morales. All right, it's a place where we do success. It's a place that we do other shows like, we did other shows like the Jessup Show podcast. You can find that show here. That show ran for about 5 years. Make sure to check it out. And here they are, all the episodes right here. Shorts, you name it. Comedy legend Steve Jessup. Make sure to visit his website at stevejessup.com for more merch and places to see him, like the Helium Comedy place and other places around the country. He travels everywhere. So make sure to check him out. That show with Producer Mike Presents, it's on Mondays at 12 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure to catch us. And cheers. While I take a quick sip of this, we're going to have another sponsor real quick. One moment.
This portion of the podcast brought to you by Fleshlight. Fleshlight, go fuck yourself.
All right. Thank you.
Smoke weed every day.
On that note.
Yes, I definitely think you should call it Coast to Coast with Jay Morales after the ultimate and unique original podcast, Coast to Coast with Space Ghost.
I mean, we can put it in the description. Coast to Coast with us, Jay Morales, Unbound, and Lordz and Revelations. Let it sound high. But you guys, we're moving right along. Right now, we're going to move it to Lordz with his next segment. And then we'll finish it off with my last segment in another sponsor in our ending. Thank you for being tuned in with us tonight. And for our future audiences that watch this show, we're doing the best that we can, giving you and bringing you the facts.
Oh, special guest.
Special guest right now, we got Delta. How we doing, Delta?
Does he want to give medical advice?
Any medical advice, Delta, for the public?
No.
Oh, then what do you want to give us?
Oh, so that's what this is. This is
Yeah, we're live right now, sir. We're live.
Oh, I was wondering what this was.
Yeah, we're live on air. When you see it live on air, that means that we're live on air.
Oh, I just randomly joined it. Didn't even realize it was here.
Yeah, it's okay. Any quick shout-outs to anybody before you head out?
Shout-outs, medical advice, what they're people are listening.
There's actually people listening?
Yeah, we got 5 to 6 people listening in right now, sir. You have anything to say?
Nope.
No?
It grows with every episode, Delta.
It grows with every episode, sir. So far, we got 25 subscribers, and people were asking for the co-hosts.
This is not what I was expecting when I joined.
Yeah, we're on a podcast, sir. It's called Jay Morales Unbound, where we talk about topics that are trending and things that people haven't heard yet, with no opinions. We just send out the topics, and then everybody can answer the questions that we have at the end of discussions in the comment section. Are you sure you don't have anything to say, sir?
Didn't know I was going to get put on the spot.
While we move along then, when you figure something out you want to talk about, we're going to move it over to Lordz. Lordz, what was the topic that you wanted to talk about today, sir?
We've talked about so much that I honestly forgot. I just started doing my schoolwork because I was like, oh fuck.
And we're
got
still
somewhere
live,
down
sir.
and
We're
doing
still
it.
live.
And
Brought to you by Getting Smarter.
All right, then moving to the
I'm on
next
a time
topic real
limit.
quick so we can finish off the show, ladies and gentlemen. If Lordz remembers what the topic was about, we'll be moving right along. Where is it here? All right, moving to brighter things, ladies and gentlemen. Moving to brighter things to my Hispanic crowd. Bad Bunny's Uno Mas final show in Puerto Rico residency. On this Saturday, September 20th, Bad Bunny will be delivering the final performance of his groundbreaking Puerto Rico residency titled No Me Quiero Irme de Aquí. I don't want to leave here. One more. This exclusive concert will be live streamed globally this weekend at 8:30 p.m. Eastern via Amazon Prime Video, Amazon Music, and Twitch, accessible to all Prime users. The residency spanning 10 weekends at San Juan at Jose Miguel Agrelot's Coliseum has been a monumental success, with all 31 shows sold out. Designed by Puerto Rican creative team, the stage featured a life-size mountain and a replica of Humacao home, symbolizing the island's resilience and cultural heritage. In a move to make the final show accessible worldwide, Bad Bunny partnered with Amazon Music to live stream the performance, allowing fans globally to experience the concert in real time. Following the residency, Bad Bunny is set to embark on the Debí Tirar Más Fotos tour, world tour, commencing on November 21st, 2025 in Santo Domingo. The tour will span multiple continents, including stops in Mexico City, Medellin, Lima, Santiago, Buenos Aires, Sao Paulo, Sydney, and several European cities, concluding on July 22nd, 2026 in Brussels. To witness his historic performance, tune in on Amazon Prime Music, Amazon Music, or Twitch this Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on this Saturday. For more information and to watch the live stream, you can visit Prime Video. And this is to my questions to my Hispanics out there. How does Bad Bunny's residency reflect Puerto Rican identity and resilience? What impacts does live streaming events like this have on global audiences in the artist's reach? What role do major events like this play in boosting local economies and tourism? And how might this residency set a precedent for future live performances in terms of production and accessibility? We also have... Oh, wait. My bad here. Let me continue along here. Oh, the docket team screwing it up. That docket team, huh?
Damn docket team.
That damn docket team. That's what we need to do, docket team. Here we go. I don't have it here, but I don't want to move along to that yet, and we'll move on to that after. Okay. We have a few more shows this weekend. I didn't know it was Farm Aid this weekend with Willie Nelson. I think it marks the 40th anniversary of Farm Aid. It's this Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, I believe. Make sure you go ahead and you search it up. It should be available on Google for that information. Farm Aid this weekend at 7 o'clock. Make sure to miss that. Don't miss that. And then, before I forget, Revelations. This weekend, tomorrow, about 7 o'clock also, it starts the main event of the exclusive main event at that on an ESPN network. WWE. It moves to ESPN. The show is called WrestlePalooza this weekend. It starts with John Cena versus Brock Lesnar, with other highlight wrestling. I think we're looking at AJ Lee next to her husband CM Punk versus Becky Lynch, the Man, with her husband Seth freaking Rollins. And then we also have Braun Breaker versus what's the other guy's name?
I don't know.
Give me a second here. I was doing so good.
I didn't really know that. that particular match was going on.
Oh my God! You see, you gotta keep up with the times, man. Keep up with the times. Okay,
I
give
only
me-
knew
Watch
those
that in
two.
so long it's not even funny.
okay, what we got here? Give me a second. I got this. I got this. Right now, wrestling is happening, so I'm guessing not all the audiences are here right now due to Friday Night SmackDown starting at 7 o'clock. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying it. Give me a second. We're getting the rundown here right now, so you guys know what's good. Here we go. Almost the same as I was reading it. Look at that. I'm that good with the news of WWE. So I said the first match is John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. Second match, CM Punk and AJ Lee versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Third is the undisputed WWE champion. For the undisputed WWE champion, it's Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. For the Women's World Championship is Io Sky versus Stephanie Vicaire. And I love me some Stephanie Vicaire. And then a tag team match. The Usos versus Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. The United States Championship, Sami Zayn versus Carmelo Hayes. The Women's Tag Team Championship. It's not announced yet. It more than likely gets announced tonight on the show. How to watch, like I said, you're going to watch it on ESPN Unlimited app. Available on Netflix Only International. If you have a subscription through providers like Spectrum, DirecTV, Fubo TV, Hulu Live TV, and Verizon Fires, you can access the event without additional fees. Yeah, we got it going on. They got it going on. It's gonna be a big event. Make sure to tune in and don't miss out on it. Any thoughts on that? Any thoughts? Oh! I don't know if you guys knew, but yesterday we missed a giant Earth destroyer called the Asteroid 2025 FA-22. It was a skyscraper size meteor, about 80 stories big. I think it was like over 900 plus miles wide. And 100 and some thousand, or maybe over 200,000 miles long or something like that. It was crazy. Anyway, it passed us. It didn't hit us. Of course, we're alive. We're here live today. That was like, oh God, 11 o'clock. It passed us by 52 million miles away from Earth. And actually, they didn't think it was going to be that far away because on the trajectory, it looked like it was closer, where we could actually physically look up at the sky and see this giant motherfucker pass by. And I'm sorry for the language. But yeah, did you guys know about that?
No.
Yeah, yesterday night, 11 p.m. Yep. Yeah, you could watch it on the, oh my God, there was a website for it to watch it. I think they didn't even put it on. Yeah.
Sounds like some plot for fucking Gundam.
Actually, here, look, the asteroid had passed on a distance of 520,000 miles, which is an equivalent of 835,000 kilometers. It was the blistering passing us by 24,000 miles an hour, which is 38,600 kilometers. So, yeah. 7 viewers so far. Thank you so much to everybody watching in tonight. Yeah, that was a big thing. I'm surprised you guys didn't know about that. We could have died and nobody knew. You could have gone to bed last night without even knowing that, and you never would have woken up ever again. Holy shit. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
None of us would have.
None of
Would have
us.
been a blessing.
No pun intended. All right. The last segment we got today is the... Lordz, did you figure out what it was? Or
It was the whole David, the rapper thing.
Oh, go ahead. You got it ready?
No, we already talked about it.
Oh, we did? Oh, we did. Okay.
Yeah, I brought it up when you brought it up. teacher.
Perfect. Okay, so the last thing, everybody, is the Bills versus Dolphins game last night on Thursday. The Buffalo Bills defeated Miami Dolphins 31-21 at the Highmark Stadium in Buffalo. This AFC East matchup showcased Buffalo's offensive balance and strategic defense. The Bills improved to 3-0, while Dolphins fell to 0-3, intensifying concerns about Miami's early season struggles. Josh Allen was the centerpiece of Buffalo's offense. Stats 22 completion on 28 attempts, 213 yards, 3 touchdowns, and zero interceptions. The analysis is that Allen demonstrated calm and precision, orchestrating drives efficiently and connecting on key red zone passes. His leadership under pressure was particularly evident during the third quarter drive that reestablished Buffalo's lead. Allen's ability to read Miami's defense schemes and adjust on the fly was a deciding factor in keeping the Dolphins from mounting comeback. Matt Prater, the veteran kicker, played a crucial role in the victory, connecting on all extra points, 4 out of 4. Made a 48-yard field goal in the fourth quarter that helped extend the lead to 31-21. The impact on Prater's consistency under pressure gave the Bills confidence in close situations. His field goal and accurate extra points solidified Buffalo's advantage, demonstrating why his veteran presence is vital to the team. Navigating on an early season division battle. Here's some key moments. Early lead. Buffalo opened the scoring with a touchdown pass from Allen to Dalton Kincaid, establishing a 7-0 advantage. Dolphins respond with Tua, connected with Tyreek Hill for a 21-yard touchdown, tying the game at 14. Then in the third quarter, Allen led a 68-yard drive, ending with a touchdown by the pass to Khalil Shakir, putting Buffalo ahead 24-14. Fourth quarter, Prater's 48 field goal and Allen's passing precision extended the lead to the final 31-21 score. Here's some discussions from the game. I know that you guys didn't watch the game, I don't think, unless you did. Revelations, then you can answer. Here we go. Josh Allen's performance. How does Allen's composure and ability to read defense shape Buffalo's offensive identity? How crucial is having a kicker like Prater in securing close games and maintaining team confidence? What does this victory indicate about Buffalo's early season dominance and Miami's need for adjustments? The AFC East dynamics. Defensive contributions. How did Buffalo defense support Allen and Prater by creating turnovers and controlling momentum? What do you think? Do you have anything to say, or we want to leave it for the public?
It's too early to tell
what
anything.
They always do good in the start and then turn to complete trash by the end.
No, let's have some hope, boys. Let's have some hope. The Bills are showing off this
honestly,
season. Dominance.
Just like any team, it's too early in the season to tell anything.
Yeah, well, we'll find out more.
Go ahead. Unless you're undefeated, it's really too early to tell anything. But considering what Miami did and almost beat them, and they were, and they had already started out with a loss, and if it wasn't for that one interception, Buffalo might be in trouble, at least for their next game.
Yeah.
I don't know who their next opponent is, but unless they get their shit together, they might be in trouble.
Well, moving to that about the Buffalo Bills. Coming up, the Buffalo Bills take on the New Orleans Saints on Sunday, September 28th, 2025 at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, with kickoff at 1 p.m. Eastern on CBS. So make sure to check that out.
I retract that statement entirely. It'll be the next game after that.
You think they're going to win that game too? What's your opinion?
Yeah, I think so.
So the Bills
it's
will...
The Saints. They haven't been good in a while.
So the Bill will extend their unbeaten streak. You answered the question already I was going to ask. because there's other things here, key players and stuff like that. But we'll leave that for the predictions for next time. At least tell me, what do you guys think on the prediction of the points of the game for the next game? I give it again between maybe 37 to 17.
I don't know, because I don't know what the Saints defense is like.
I don't know either, but I gave the number anyway.
And if one of the Bills players gets injured real early on, I mean, that could just greatly affect it. So I never, guess score.
Okay. Well, with all that, anything else? Anything else you guys want to add before we head out? We're closing it out.
Yeah, daily reminder. If you go to pay somebody in goodwill, that still won't give them groceries.
Is that the conclusion?
Yeah, that's not the conclusion.
All right. Check out the clip later tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You won't want to miss it. All right. Wrapping up now. I would like to thank. Well, let's start with this. Before I go with that, now I remember. Shout out to the K-Ville Hotel and Tavern down in Klein-Felchersville, Pennsylvania. Seth and Jamie will take care of you. They sell great food, great drinks. It's a great atmosphere there. You won't regret going. I'm trying to open up the picture so you guys can check it out for the hours of operation and all that. Should be 2 seconds. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Here we go. Perfect. Now I'm gonna open this up. This, that. No, wrong one. Blame it on the docket team. All right, opening this up.
Maybe if you paid your docket team in chicken nuggets, they would work better.
Yeah, right. All right, here it is. The K-Ville Hotel and Tavern, Klein-Felchersville, Pennsylvania. Open from Wednesday to Sunday, 4 to 9 Wednesday, 4 to 9 Thursday, 4 to 10 Friday, Saturday 12 p.m. to 10 p.m., and Sunday 12 p.m. to 8. Go ahead and check them out. Their phone number is, if you need any reservations, is 717-949-8413. Address is 2647 Heidelberg Avenue, Klein-Felchersville, Pennsylvania. Go ahead again. Like I said, Seth and Jamie will take care of you. And great food, great atmosphere. Go check them out. There we go. Getting back at it again. All right. Now we're definitely heading out here. Before we wrap up today's episode, I want to take a moment to talk about something important: mental health. We cover a lot of heavy, intense topics here on Unbound, and it's completely normal to feel some of these stories to feel overwhelming or triggering. If you or someone you know is struggling, please reach out at 988 for the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline and 1-800-662-4357 for the SAMHSA helpline. All right? Taking care of your mind is as important as staying informed. All righty? And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us today. Thank you again to our co-hosts, Lordz and Revelation. Did you guys want to say your goodbyes before we head out?
Yeet.
Yard.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Unbound, and keep following for the latest updates and deep dives and discussions that matter. All right, guys? Now take it easy and have yourself a great night. Shout out to the Jessup Show podcast. Eddie Weber, Bucklands, Seth and Jamie, producer Mike, the Tank Crew, Lando Smiles, Crawface, Nix. If I'm missing everybody else, I'm sorry. Keith, Canada Keith. Shout out to him. Shout out to my dad, drummer. Shout out to my buddy Storm. What's good, bud? Thank you for watching to the end. We'll be here on Monday next week, bringing you the goods. Make sure to stay tuned in.